Good morning out there, or whatever time it may be. I'm your host, Alan. Appreciate you stopping by the show this morning. Well, we've got breaking news. The United States, we've got at least 15 battleships that are stationed in the Strait of Hormuz. We're not letting anyone leave. We're not letting anyone come in. That's going to be a problem. I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect you here at home with your 401k as we continue to move forward in these next coming days. Let's jump right into this thing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reports have come out. We've got at least 15 battleships that are stationed in the Strait of Hormuz. We are not letting anyone come in. We're not letting anybody go out. Iran has refused any deal that the United States has to offer them. So you know what that means. This thing is about to escalate, but it's taking a total different turn. It isn't just Iran and the United States. Most American citizens out there think that that's what it's about, but it goes a whole lot deeper than that. Now, China has come out. Yes, I said it right. China has come out and they've stated that they have business with Iran, and nobody, that includes the Western countries like the United States, is going to deter them from their relationship with China, with Iran. That poses a problem for the United States. Now, we've already been turning ships around. What's going to happen when we turn around the ships from China? That's going to be a real bad problem. Now, how's that going to affect you? Well, for everyday American citizens out there, you're really not paying attention. Yeah, you know that the gas prices have went up, but no, you're not really paying attention. But in the next coming days, you will definitely be paying attention. When gas prices rise up, if you think they're $4 now, well, they are, you know it's going to be upwards of $6. And how is that going to affect you? Well, in a whole bunch of different ways. As I stated earlier, your 401k is going to be affected. Let me break this thing down and tell you what is about to really happen. Well, most of the oil, 20% of the oil that goes through the Strait of Hormuz is it goes to China. And what we're going to do right now, if they do not abide by the rules that we have set forth, we're going to start hitting their power plants and everything out there. Once we hit those power plants out there, it's going to be catastrophic for what's going to happen to the economy. What they're going to try to do, they're going to try to cripple the American economy and make the dollar worthless. And if China gets involved, in which we already know right now that they are. So you can believe the reports coming out from some of these networks. They want to spoon feed you things that they want you to see. But I'm telling you right now, if you use common sense and logic, you can see what's about to happen. The Dow is going to go down. Things are going to go. And as that thing goes down, you know what happens? Your money and your 401k that you worked really hard for is about to start dwindling down. And don't you think about that? You've been working your whole life for your 401k, and that money is about to start dwindling down. And it's not going to be a gradual dwindle down. It's going to be a big impact. I promise you, within by the week's end, things are going to start to take a drastic turn here in America. Once again, regular American citizens are not paying this attention except for when they go to the gas pumps and they want to know why gas prices are going up. But I'm telling you right now, that's not the only thing that we've got to worry about as far as gas prices. Food, supplies, plastic, fertilizer for the farmers that they're using, it's all going to be shut down. And it's not going to take but a little bit for it to impact everything. Now, within the next few days, you're going to see everybody start to flock to the stores, try to buy everything, get everything off of the shelves, because they know what's about to happen. They know what's about to happen. Now, it goes deeper than that. So with gas prices, ladies and gentlemen, with gas prices being what they are right now, and if they surge up to $6 a gallon, and if that's just to say here in Texas, if it's $6 a gallon, so in California, you know it's going to be $9, $10. It's already $8 in California. Someplace in California, it's going to be $10, $11, $12 a gallon. What does that mean? That means that the everyday worker is not going to be able to get the back and forth to work. You're going to find yourself spending all of your money just to be able to get to work. They're not about to give you a raise on your job. So that's going to put a crunch on you. And then when you already spending all this gas money to get to work, and then you sit back and you watch how your 401k is starting to dwindle down, it's going to make you think, wait a minute, man, something's going to have to give. Now, this thing is going to be a round table effect. You got the people who, say for instance, the people who don't work. There are a lot of people in the United States that the government supports, those people who do not work. And I'm not talking about those senior citizens out there who getting their Social Security, who've done everything that they can, and now they're sitting back trying to relax, and they've got money in 401k that's going to go down. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about those people out there who refuse to get a job, who refuse to work, and they depend on the government to be able to take care of them. Well, that's no longer going to be able to happen. You're going to start seeing budget cut after budget cut. Everything's going to be cut down. Now, those people are going to be in a panic. They're going to be in influx. Now, for once again, let's go back to the people who are everyday workers. You go to work, you're already spending your money to try to get to work. Just say, for instance, if you pay child support or whatever, how are you going to be able to pay child support plus spend the money that you're spending on gas to get to work? That's going to become a problem. Now, the court system's going to be flooded with people, women and men, saying they're not getting their child support, but the person who's getting out there working, they're not really going to care because they know they're going to be spinning their wheels once again, and your 401k is going to start to dwindle down. Now, when all of this stuff starts to happen, it's likely that we're going to have civil unrest in the United States. Now, let's take it a step farther than that. So for all of the youngsters out there, you see this modern day draft. This stuff isn't just happening. It is not. All of this stuff isn't just all of a sudden happening to where you see they're implementing the new draft. And that's this month. I think on the 26th of this month, I've done a show on that. So that's about to happen. You think it's just nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. So then they're going to use a new system where they're going to be drafting people using a lottery system, starting with the younger people. So you know that's going to be a problem. So your 401k stands a chance to get a big time dent in it. Now, let's get back to the war itself in the Strait of Hormuz. Once again, I tell you that with the Strait of Hormuz being shut down, no traffic going in and out. I really don't get it because, I mean, we said that the reason why we were going over there is because we didn't want to have weapons of mass destruction. Well, if they don't want to give in to us, what are we going to do? The president said he's going to bomb that country and kill everybody. Well, man, you can't. Nobody's going to allow that to happen. And you know, if it does happen, you know that China and them, they're going to get involved. Once again, China's come out and use diplomatic terms, but yet and still we know that China is going to be a serious problem. And I'm telling you, within the next couple of days, it may happen today, man. If we do not let the Chinese ships through there for them to do their business, then it's going to be a problem. Or will we back down, tuck our tails, and say, no, we're going to have special rules and regulations for China? Well, I'm telling you right now, Trump he don't roll like that. You already know he don't roll like that. He will put the country at risk, and he's already put the country at risk with what's going on right now. So the major players that have stepped up are China. They're going to gang up, and they're going to try to cripple the dollar and make the dollar worthless. And I'm telling you, with the Strait of Hormuz shut down, they don't have anything to lose over there in Iran. They do not have anything to lose. They have everything to gain. And the one thing that they can gain is crippling the economy of America, crippling the dollar and making the dollar worthless, because they know that American citizens, if you do your studies, American citizens do not like some things. And besides, the polls and everything shows you that the American citizens don't even want this war. But now the regular American citizens who've done their hard due diligence and worked and been great upstanding citizens, and now their money is about to be crippled, and they're going to be losing money, and you expect for them to take this land down? They're not going to take it laying down. I don't care who you are. I'm a former soldier, but I'm telling you right now, I do not care who you are out there. You know for yourself. If you just say, for instance, if you got $300,000-$400,000 in your 401k that you work your whole lifetime for, and then a whole year within the next couple of weeks, it's going to dwindle down to, I don't know, 200. Then it's going to start dwindling down. You think that you're going to be at ease when you know that there are a lot of people out there who never worked their life, and you're having to take care of them. Those are people who do not work. They're going to want their money. We can no longer afford to take care of everybody with this war going on. Once again, ask yourself this. You're barely making enough money right now. Gas prices are soaring at an all-time high. Stores are about to be overcrowded because all the food and everything's going to be off the shelves. They're going to be jacking prices up. Everything's going to go up except for one thing. Your paycheck isn't going to go up. Your mortgage company, your car finance company, they're still going to want their money. What are you going to do? What are American citizens going to do? This thing is about to implode, and it's not going to be good. And when I tell you about civil unrest, ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be something that we haven't seen. It's going to be worse than the Great Depression. It's going to be worse than the Great Depression. All of the things that you're seeing, we're funding people to go to the moon, okay, or supposedly going to the moon, but yet, and we're having to fund this war, but yet regular, everyday American citizens are struggling beyond belief. Beyond belief. So what do we do? What do you do if you know right now? Are you paying attention? That's the question I got to ask you. Are you really paying attention? Are you paying attention to what's about to happen? Or are you being naive to the fact that things are going to be okay? Has to be one or two, because if you're paying attention, you're going to be speaking out. You're going to be speaking out about what's going on. Remember, everything that's happened has happened for a reason. And once again, things don't just happen. When you see this thing about the draft and all this stuff, it doesn't happen. When you see the president say he's going to destroy a whole country, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you know the worst thing, y'all, or you know the one thing they say, loose lips can sink ships. And we've got some ships over there right now. And it doesn't take but a little bit for China. I told you already, China was already making preparations underwater with their submarines to get ready. Now, they say they have things that can destroy our battleships. We're about to find out. And once again, Iran, they're not backing down from us. They're not backing down. So as you move forward today, I want you to pay attention. Sure, hit the like, share, and subscribe video. And let's get this thing together, because you know for sure, when your 401k dwindles, and I'm sure you've been checking it, what are you going to do? Still going to be able to pay all that child support and go to work? Still going to be able to have a positive attitude when your money is dwindling and you know there are people who don't work at all? And we're taking care of them, or should I say, you're taking care of them, when you're struggling every day just to try to make it through. The American economy and your 401k on the verge of collapse. This is Alan. Appreciate you stopping by. See you tomorrow morning on The Drive. I'm definitely OUT.